Hey buddy, this is Mr. Free Time coming at you with a wacky video. Anyway, some time ago I did this, being a songwriter for years, and then I decided, well, you know, it's perfect. I'll go back to school and get a degree and become an English teacher. I know, everybody's favorite subject. Anyway, I did that for a while. Just kind of tied hand in hand with writing. Anyway, I'm a glutton for punishment. But when I was doing that, I created this this video. I really enjoyed Edgar Allan Poe. Now, if I came right out and told you that this video is a poem, you would click past it quicker than the thumbnail would come up. I don't know. Anyway, you wouldn't listen. I think it's pretty cool. I took Edgar Allan Poe, who's very famous. Hopefully you're familiar with him. In fact, he's so famous, he's known as the father of the modern mystery. I think he should be the father of horror stories, terror stories. If you know anything about him, he is from Baltimore. In fact, they named the football team Baltimore Ravens after Edgar Allan Poe. But he was really touched in the head. And you can understand why, because when he was about 3 years old, his father left him and left his mother. And then, if I have my memory correctly, I think, when he was about 7 years old, his mother died of tuberculosis. So he was taken in by the Allans, but not officially adopted, and then lived with them growing up. And his stepmother died of tuberculosis. Okay, go figure. So then, when he was 27 years old, he married his 13-year-old cousin, not kidding, 13-year-old cousin, and he was 27. And then she died of, guess what? Tuberculosis. So anyway, this guy was like seriously touched. But he wrote the poem, The Raven. And what I did was I created this video. I rewrote that poem to be basically just for kicks. I mean, I wrote it for a, what's the word? Foxy, what's the word I'm looking for? My dog's over here, and I need her help. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not sarcastic. It might be sarcastic. It's a parody. I wrote it as a parody. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of twists. It's kind of demented. And I put together this video. It's dark, but sick, humorous. I don't know what the heck it is. But I did it. And I'm putting it out there for you. Hope you like it. And if you don't, well, sorry. Anyway, I guess that's it. See what you think. Let me know. All right? I'll see you. Hello, I am Mitchell Vaughn, the teacher man. And what I have here is a poem that I wrote entitled The Raven. It is inspired after the original Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. So I want you to sit back, relax, turn down the lights. It's a very scary story. And I hope you enjoy. The Raven by Mitchell Vaughn. I recall as if yesternight the rain and howling wind of fright, Hour by hour sleep elude, longing for my solitude. Then on the window above the door, a soft rattling sound never heard before. A soft rattling sound. Thank you. Soft rattling sound never heard before. What could it be this hour of day? A visitor? There ain't no way. A December eve, not at my best, tossing and turning, could get no rest. The love of my life swiftly taken away, dreaming about my lovely Jose. Hold on a minute. Who wrote this thing anyway? Me, you say? I'm not judgmental, but I'm not gay. I don't roll that way. I distinctly remember her name was Renee. I find this lewd and a tad bit rude as she ran off with another dude. Still, I'll continue till I conclude. That's not very funny. Can you remove that, please? Thank you. Then terror occupied my mind, that rapping sound coming from the blind. It must be in my head, I say. Nothing there. There ain't no way. Finally, I called out to the noise, be you a prowler? Or just one of the boys? Come to visit in my despair? Tell me what you're doing there. Inform me now of your intent. If you be a thief, I haven't a cent. Your name, I ask, let me hear you say. The only response, there ain't no way. You know, you're giving me the creeps. I threw open the door to see what I'd find. I threw open the door. Nothing there, is it all in my mind? Then glancing up, my vision blurred, perched on the railing a big blackbird. I asked, was it you knocking at my door? I've never heard a bird talk like that before. Was it really your name that I heard you say? He chirped out the words, there ain't no way. Astounded, I called out to the bird, the name that you claim is quite absurd. The oddest thing that I've ever heard, but he refused to utter another word. I ran back inside and slammed the door. I'm not going to listen to this anymore. Back to my sorrow for the long-lost Jose. This can't be real. There ain't no way. That's about enough. I thought I made it clear. That's not the name I have written here. Someone has replaced it with another script at my expense for the hell of it. I'll continue this poem for all of you. But I'm sure her name was Linda Lou, and she ran off with another dude. It's getting on my nerves. Just as I planted my butt in my bed, the knocking returned, only louder instead. What is it you want from me, I said. Could you be a spirit returning from the dead? Do tell the truth, let me hear you say that you are the soul of my lover, Jose. Here we go again. If not, then be gone by the break of day. Once again he responded, there ain't no way. I'm so tired of saying it. Yet you continue to play. That wasn't her name, over and over you say. She was from the city of San Jose. I remember I'd slip dollar bills in her slipper as she was a very talented stripper. Now that's not funny. Losing my cool, yelling, I ain't no fool. To the window I ran, 9mm in hand. Swiftly open I thrust, I'll blow him to dust. But to my surprise, through the window he flies, briefly searching around till a homestead is found, now looking down and staring at me from my $29.95 fake ficus tree. Somewhat amused, what have I got to lose? I kicked off my shoes and took a sip of my booze. plopped down in my chair and began to stare at this friend or foe, I really don't know. Now I'll just take it slow and go with the flow. He surely won't stay, there just ain't no way. Like it or not, this was my guest, not much of a friend, more like a pest. So I put down my gun and started to speak, hoping something else would come from his beak. I asked, have you seen the love of my life? She has my diamond, though not yet my wife. I inquired, do you think she'll come back this way? His beady eyes peering, there ain't no way. Pissed off beyond words, I screamed, take to flight. Adding to my torture is just not right. Why did you come on such a horrible night? Just leave me before the morning light. Left alone in my sorrow for the love of my life, who split with my diamond with some other guy. Tell me now truly, will I see her someday? He seemed to be smiling, there ain't no way. It's been quite some time since that bird came around. My little lady has yet to be found. Still up on his perch, the fowl glaring down, with me in my chair, which I seem to be bound. The beast crapping everywhere all over the floor, without the decency to go out the door. I've given up asking if he'll go away. He just keeps uttering, there ain't no way. That's it for now. I'm tired of writing. I hope you found my story exciting. One thing in my favor, if enjoyment you lack, that's a few minutes of your life you'll never get back. So tune in again when you've nothing to do, for I've more tasty treats in store for you. You can go now. Thank you.